Alright guys, in this video, I'm going to give you my Alibaba RFQ, also known as Request for Quotation, okay? So I'm going to kind of briefly go through this and give you a couple also tricks that are really important to consider when contacting suppliers through Alibaba, and some ways to kind of think about it. So I'll try to be as brief as possible, and I'm also going to provide this for free within our Facebook group. So I have a link to the Facebook group in the description below and a lot of other great stuff in the description. And as you're watching this, if you like the video, it would honestly help me out a ton. It helps out me and YouTube's algorithm if you like the video, subscribe, and then also comment just saying, hey, great video, or if you have questions or other things that you'd like to add that maybe I missed, be sure to do that in the comments below. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get into this. So Alibaba RFQ, this is the exact template that I use, and I may update this in the future, okay? And if I, because I want to be as up to date. So if you notice that the download that I provide you is different from what you're seeing here, it's because I improved it. So it's actually a good thing. But this is what I have now, and it's very, very powerful. It's the best that I've kind of created yet, and I've been testing and kind of, looking at other RFQs and kind of putting together the best. So here's what I have. So dear contact name. Oh, one last thing. Sorry, I know I'm off topic a little bit, but over here in Alibaba, you may be wondering, where am I going to use this? So if you find a particular supplier that you'd like to reach out to, go ahead and hit contact supplier in Alibaba. What I like to do is do a quantity minimum of 1,000. That's something that I like to do, or higher than the MOQ. So something a little bit higher to where it kind of helps you stand out more when you contact. Also enter in your email here, and basically what you'll do is you'll take this RFQ here, fill it out with your specifications, make sure it's all edited to you specifically, copy it, you'll go back to Alibaba and then paste it here in the message. Okay, so that's kind of how it works. So I wanted to say that before I get started. And then also one last thing is, if you have a product and you want to call, so for example, you may have already seen an existing product that you want to make changes to. What you can do is use a PowerPoint slide or a Keynote slide if you're using Mac. You can take a slide, like a blank slide, find like a PNG product either on Amazon or on Google, just a product image of something similar that you want to make, copy and paste it in there or save it and then upload it, put it in there. And you can have like red arrows, okay, pointing to different parts of the product. And you can have little text that says, we'd like to change this or change this about it. So that might be, I just want to kind of throw that out. It might be more useful to you down the road, but visuals are very, very powerful. And if you have any kind of visuals that you'd like to include, you can add them as an attachment here. It's something that a lot of people don't ever think about, but just to throw that out there. With that being said, let's go ahead and actually get into the RFQ. So let's go back. So here's how it starts. Dear contact name. My name is Sumner Hobart, and I'm the purchasing manager for Sumner Products. We're an American consumer products company, and we are interested in the following products listed on Alibaba. So you have the name of the product and the product link, and then our company is looking to add product name. So this is what you would call the product name to our line of products with the following requirements. So a lot of product, right? So we just like to add this. Here's our requirements, and you want to, and part of the RFQ process is getting responses and getting suppliers to respond. This is also actually a vetting process. Like we're going to weed out the bad suppliers. So you're going to send them this RFQ. Those that don't reply to all of your bullet points, that are just like, hello, are you interested in this product? Right? Like one or two word responses or sentence responses back. Those are generally not good suppliers. You don't want to do business with them, right? If they can't answer your questions, if they don't want to take the time into responding, you really think they're going to take the time into making a high quality, beautiful product for you? Probably not. So just something sorry, I know I'm going all over the place. Back on topic. So our company's looking to add this product. We would like the following. And again, you're depending on your product, you're going to add some and delete some. This is just a general overview. You do not have to fill out all this information. This is just kind of an outline or a blueprint, and you're going to edit and change to where it works best for you. So I want to make that very clear. So, make sure you stress that you want high quality, which I'd recommend that you do. You want to make sure you stress that quality is most important, right? Specific colors, weight, size, right? Do you want a custom logo on the product? If so, where? The overall design or aesthetic, right? If you're interested in, hey, are you able to bundle multiple products different? If you want to bundle two similarly purchased products, can you produce both of those in bundle, or would it be possible to, maybe I should look at two different suppliers, right? If you need, if you're selling supplements, for example, and you need an FDA certification, right? You want to make sure that you ask them, does your business, does your factory specifically have certification? Even if they say they do, be very careful because they could be lying, okay? And I have a whole other video about certifications and how to, vet and make sure, but that's, again, out of the scope of this video. And then additional, anything else you can add here. Packaging, so we have the product, and then we have the packaging. So for you, packaging may not be as important, right? But for other products, it's very important. So again, you can add and delete as you go, right? So what type of packaging would you like? Again, I would like to, I'd recommend attaching a photo there, like I showed you. Product inserts, right? Do you want instructionals? Do you want, product inserts that link to a ManyChat sequence, something else that I teach? Want to be specific. Is the package described above included? So is this packaging, right? Is this included in the price? Okay, we want to know, is it included or is it separate? Really simple. And then considering, so here's the questions that we have about this product, right? And we list everything out. If you're able to produce this, we just need some additional information below, okay? So sample. So we want, wherever you live, right? What would it cost for us to get a sample via DHL to, our address? Okay, so total price and expected delivery time. And also, by the way, just a little hack. You can always ask, hey, can we, we'll order a sample from you. And if the sample is, and this will be later down the road, but if we actually so we order the sample, if we end up doing business with you and placing an initial test order, would you mind deducting the cost of the sample from the total order? And most of the time they will. So that's just a little way to save a little extra money, right? And basically not have to pay for the sample if you end up going with the supplier. So just a little hack to keep in mind. Scroll down, we have price. So, the big question, right? So given all the information that we've given to you, and they may ask you for some more information before they're able to give you price, so just keep that in mind. But given all the information we've given to you already, please give us the price for, and then I just entered in these numbers here, 1,000, 3,000, 5,000. Here's what I recommend doing, okay? So you don't have to include these numbers. And you may say, well, Sumner, I'm only planning on ordering 500. If you're only planning on ordering 500, I would still do 1,000, 3,000, 5,000. This is going to show that you mean business, that you're serious. And it also, and always never ask for the price of just, how much would it cost, 500, how much would that cost? By doing this, it kind of forces them in an ethical way to break out their pricing and really show you their pricing structure, right? Otherwise, they can just quote you whatever price and it's going to vary, right? But this kind of forces them to show you a pricing structure. And it shows, when you use larger numbers like this, it shows that you mean business. And you could say, hey, we're, price point, all of that, we're very interested. For our initial test order, we'd initially maybe like to order just 500 units just for the test order to see if this product is viable. If it's successful, we will absolutely be, ordering from you again in larger quantities. So that's just another way to kind of, that's a way to order a lower MOQ. If they're kind of, if they have a pretty hard, hey, we have to order this, just let them know you're in this for the long time. You're in this for a long-term relationship, recurring revenue for them, right? And ultimately for yourself, right? When you sell the products. So make it a win-win and just let them know that. So that's price. Shipping, really simple. This is just the initial quote, right, that you want to get. DDP shipping by air to, whatever zip code. I just put the zip code in here. I think that's LAX, but it can be LAX, the LA airport or, your address. Production time, right? So the very important as well. How long is it going to take us to produce? Lead time is very important. Production, how long it takes to produce and ship units is very, very important. And actually, I'd recommend this could be a point of negotiation for you. So even if you can't negotiate price down, you could potentially negotiate lead time, right? And by the way, generally, when you order more from a supplier and build a relationship, and they actually like you, and you're easy to get along with, which is really super simple, but it gives you an advantage. When you order more units and you're really great to get along with, and they love you, they're gonna prioritize you above all their other clients, okay, or a lot of their other clients, which can ultimately help you potentially reduce your lead time, and really, especially in times like right before Chinese New Year when a bunch of people are ordering, that can help you prioritize, right? So again, keep in mind that you want to build a long-term relationship, and production time, aside from price, can actually be something that's negotiated. Along with sample, there's a lot else that can be negotiated, just to keep in mind. Communication, please provide your WeChat ID for further correspondence. So a lot of new sellers use WhatsApp. That's fine. There's not a big problem with that. But Chinese sellers are more accustomed to using WeChat and Skype. this has been validated. We just talked to a guy who's been living in China for the past decade. That's exactly what he told me, that they're more used to WeChat and Skype. It's more familiar. So that's also going to help you set you apart from any other Amazon sellers trying to communicate with the same supplier. So get a WeChat. Really, I don't know if it's $1 or if it's completely free. It works just like WhatsApp. It's even green, like icon and all that. But that's what I use to communicate with suppliers. So WeChat and Skype are really great. And then this is key, right? Make sure you include this in here. Attention, do not respond on Alibaba. So you may be wondering, well, Sumner, we can communicate through Alibaba. Why wouldn't we just communicate there? Because the platform right now is terrible to communicate with. It's so bad. I've tried it before and it's really terrible. So it's going to make things a lot easier. And plus, if you're only using WeChat for suppliers, you log into WeChat, boom, everything's right there. You don't have to sift through all this crap and sift through all these other messages. It makes things a lot easier. And also, again, this is part of the process to weed out the bad suppliers. If they really aren't reading through this and really don't care, they're going to respond to you on Alibaba. Now, some may say, hey, we don't have WeChat or we don't have Skype or whatever, or could we communicate through email? So keep that in mind. You'll still want to check Alibaba after you submit your Alibaba RFQs to potential suppliers. So you still want to check, but if someone just says, hi, interested in this product, ignore them. Don't even communicate with them because that just shows that they don't care. But yeah. Then, we won't respond on Alibaba. Please respond through our WeChat or your Skype, whatever's best for you. And then this last thing, I like to include this in here as well. You don't have to, but I like this. We plan to select a supplier and complete our initial purchase within the next 3 weeks. And I just throw that in there, but the next 3 weeks. It shows scarcity, right? We're ready to move. Like, we're serious about this. We're not just window shopping. Like, we're serious about this. We are currently communicating with 2 other factories, and I like to have that, which likely you are, so you're not lying. We're communicating with 2 other factories. And then after our initial order, we'll have repeat orders and hope to source additional products from you in the future as we extend our product line. So we're serious. We want a long-term relationship. We're going to make, we're serious about this. We're going to make our decision soon. You are showing them that you're serious, professional, and yeah, then you just sign off here. So go ahead and take this. Again, it's in the Facebook group. You can get that for free, but just by joining the group, it's free. Take it, use it. I hope it helps you. And yeah, fill out your information, copy this, paste it into the messaging section, and you're good to go, right? This is the best Alibaba RFQ that I know to date. I may be updating in the future, so just be on the lookout for that. If you have any questions about this, let me know in the comments. And like I said before, if you liked the video, hit the thumbs up and the subscribe button. If you have anything to add, share with the community by commenting below. And yeah, hope this helps. Look forward to seeing you in future videos.